Alright people, hello and welcome everyone to yet another Arma 3 multiplayer commentary. We'll be watching, as always, Arma 3, or well, the international conflict Arma 3 community, as they'll be playing yet another of their battles. This time, well, the second campaign should start, or should be started, but due to low amount of people, there are really not many of people around. Well, there are some issues with the campaign 2 starting, and maybe it will be postponed until the next week. We'll see. I will look into that for you. And well, who we have got today? Well, not many people. As I said, there are like 12 or 13 people around, which is not a lot, but again, it'll have to be as it is. So we have Mr. One Clip on a quad bike, as well as Mr. Hit. And let me just adjust the camera so that I can... yeah, this is better. Alright, so these two are on a quad bike and they are waiting at Delta East and they are already capturing it. So that's for them. Next we have Mr. Unmounted, who is now on foot. Well, it is a new guy to the IC community, and as far as I know, he joined like... I don't know when exactly, but it's not a long time. Then we have General Bunker Chip, who is now about to capture another of the zones. He's also scouting for enemies. We have Mr. Jake just behind him in a truck. Then we have Sergeant Carlos in the same truck. Oh well, that's not a truck, that's Ifrit, okay, my fault. Then we have Serrano in another vehicle, and then we have... well, that's it. General Bad Bob already from the other army, so that was it for the OP4. And now the Blue 4 forces. We have General Bad Bob now in a vehicle, that's a Hunter I believe, yeah. We also have Mr. Death Soul now in a transport moving in. We have Mr. Iron Man now in another Hunter. We have also Krivak also in the Hunter, Ryuteshi in a transport, and Finfin on foot. So that's it. And well, that's very interesting because nearly everyone was at some transport moving into the city, but now they'll have to leave their vehicles and continue on foot, because that's like way better than fighting with vehicles. You can hide better, you can surprise your enemy, and that's all there's to it. So now we have General Bunker Chip trying to move closer to the Charlie position, and we'll have a look at the map in a minute. But now I want to just scout quickly who we have got around and what is the situation. So this is where most of the battles will be going on. This is the city of Zavros, and we have the forces of the OP4 army slowly moving in from the north, or from the upper hand corner. But we also have the Blue 4 army. They are coming from the... oh my god, what is it? East? And well, that's it for the map. Well, they are now about to meet each other and the fight can begin. Charlie has been captured by East forces. It's this field in the middle of the city. Okay. So the position of Charlie, which is this big field in the middle of the city, has been captured by the OP4 forces, but they have many of the Blue 4 guys around the field, so it's very possible that they might take the Charlie back. We have General Bad Bob in a truck just nearby, waiting and providing strategic respawn place for their team. From the other side we have Mr. One Clip now securing the outskirts, and we should also have other people around, but I don't see them yet. Maybe they are not that close, yeah. They are more like far away from here, but we also have Sergeant Carlos. He now got killed, if I'm not mistaken. We have Serrano observing the situation, so the situation might complicate in time. And while we will be watching Ryutoshi as he's sitting here and observing the situation, I want to tell you a little bit about the map, well, because this map is very small. As you can see, it's only one city, and it's ideal for the amount of players that we have. And well, let's have a look at it. So this is it. This is the map. It's called AAS Zaros. So it's Zaros, not Zavros, pardon me. And this is it. It's only one city, and both armies have to conquer the most of the locations in it. So we have X-Ray on the north for OPFO forces, X-Ray on the southeast for the Blue 4 forces. Then we have Alpha 1s, Echo 1s, 2 Deltas, 2 Bravos, and only one single Charlie, which is the field in the middle. And that's it. Well, the locations are not very far away from each other, but that's exactly what these guys need. There are not many of them around, so yeah. Now the Ifrit got absolutely destroyed, and Ryutoshi can heal himself. Let me just switch to the outside look. Yeah, now he's healed and he can continue. Now I've been watching a video or two that I made earlier, and I think that I was switching way too much and that it wasn't very pleasant to look at, so I decided to switch between players a little less than before and just, you know, watch how they play. OPFO forces in a not a very good position. They lost 2 vehicles already in like a minute, in a small time, so yeah, they're not in the ideal position, but it can change in a little time, so yeah, let's watch. We're watching Ryutoshi from the Blue 4 side, as he's now targeting the other player. Will he shoot or not? Well, doesn't look like so. This is not the best way of movement. And they are now just traveling around, trying to find each other over at Charlie. Well, who else have we got? I'm sure we have more people around. We have General Barbot over here fighting for the central zone, and he got killed. We have Mr. Hit observing the situation from far away with one clip, who is now, let me just tell you real quick, between Charlie and Bravo East. He surely will want to capture more locations for his people, but now he'll just wait for these to pass and try to kill them from quite far away. He's not very successful at it. At least he's seen them, and now all of his teammates will be informed of the movement of the enemy soldiers. That's very important in like team battles. You have to tell your friends about the enemies. So Mr. Hit now moving in closer to Charlie. We have mounted a sniper very close to Charlie indeed, and he will want to find a perfect spot from where he can watch other players and perhaps even shoot them. He'll move to this forest, which is ideal. It's not that far away, or not. He's gonna move into the house. Well, that's not that good, but again, it provides better covering. And he's gonna try and, well, shoot whoever he can find. Well, from the house you cannot see as well as from the forest, so he might reconsider that decision and, well, move somewhere else. The forest was a lot better than this. I know it's a little bit further away, but hey, you can see everything, you can move freely, you are not limited by the windows, so yeah. And from the blue force side, well, we have Bad Bob, and that's about it. So yeah, the location should fall pretty quickly under the control of the Op 4 army. But then again, we have one member of the blue 4, one of the Op 4. That's a stalemate situation. So neither side will take the point for this. They'll have to meet each other, and the winner will try to conquer the location. Well, Mr. Jake now waiting for his enemies to come to him. It's always more like comfortable to wait inside a house for your enemy. You have that strategic advantage, well, of course, if somebody comes. We also have Sergeant Carlos in a completely different house. He's now observing Charlie. These guys, of course, they need to go forward, but they also need to defend the positions that they already captured, and we have only one Charlie location, and that is crucial. He's like also watching the situation from afar. We also have Death Soul, who is now sniping. We have Iron Man with a rocket launcher, and well, I'm probably gonna wait for this hit, for this one shot that will turn the battle around. And well, that may happen. It may very easily happen that, well, one successful rocket launcher shot and, well, the enemy defense is now suddenly disrupted. Then you have like the attack from other side, and you can capture 2 or 3 zones at once easily. We'll see what these guys will do. Iron Man now moving over to Delta. We have Charlie. Charlie still belongs to nobody at this point. Op 4 forces are slowly but surely reassuring that they will capture this side sooner or later. But we have big resistance from the Op 4 side, from the Blue 4 side even, and they are preventing the Op 4 guys to hold the location. Alright, I have to see this location. So this is Delta supposedly. We have Ryutoshi and Colonel Krivak very near the location, and from the Op 4 side, well, nobody around. But I am concerned about the player counts. I believe that there are more people from the Blue 4 army than from the Op 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 3, 5, 7, 8, and another one is coming. 9 people for the Blue 4 army. Delta East has been captured. Delta West has been meanwhile captured by the East forces, but that only means that they've taken it back. And now if Irish Fox and Fin stay here and overwatch the Delta, the rest of the guys like Ryutoshi, Colonel Krivak, Iron Man, they can freely move to another Delta, capture that, and then go straight to Echo. Bunker Chip, meanwhile, trying to destroy his enemy. He got killed before he managed to escape. One clip over at Charlie. Is he really doing that much? Well, the circle is moving, but it's not very fast, and well, one clip may achieve that the Charlie will fall under the control of the Op 4 forces. He also has missed a hit over here, so yeah, they could very possibly capture the Charlie before anything happens with Delta West even. You can see the circle around Delta West is increasing as well, so there are some people from the Op 4 army, and Charlie has already been taken away from the Blue 4 army, so they'll have to move back. I don't know, the circle is not moving, so there has to be somebody else from the Blue 4 at the moment. But wow, many people are now coming. I'm glad that I did it, that I actually recorded this. And yeah, many people are now coming to Delta West, and I'm not actually sure if it will be captured yet. It is being retaken, but Delta East will be taken for sure, and Charlie, still nothing. Delta East has been taken by the West, and Delta West will be taken by the East. Well, there you have it. Yeah, Delta West taken, and well, let's see what happens now if the Eastern forces or the Op 4 will push forward to Charlie and capture Charlie, or if they will be attacking Delta East. I don't know what is gonna happen, but Charlie is being taken slowly but surely by somebody who is over there. I believe that's Jake.
Hi.
Yeah, he is still over here. And what about the rest of the guys? Well, Carlos is also over at Charlie. And what about the Blue 4 side? Delta East for Fin, but he should move to some other location. Delta East for Irish folks, not very close. War Eagle also at Charlie. Now he's gonna fight for it, but he doesn't have a rocket launcher. And there is somebody else just moving past. Just look around. No, he's gonna shoot at the vehicle. It's not very successful. The vehicle still stands, and well, Charlie taken away from the Blue Force forces. But that can change. And if they manage to hold Charlie, they can then attack at Delta West. They already hold one of the zones that is very crucial for their advancing. Before they did not have Delta. When they had Charlie, they had to go to one of the zones, and the Op 4 forces always managed to slip through the other zone and hold Charlie. And that, of course, forced the attackers from the Delta back to Charlie. But now the situation could change. General Bad Bob now coming with his own vehicle. Charlie has been taken quickly away from the Op 4 forces. That means only one thing: Delta West can now be taken. Where is Fin? He's moving back, okay. That is a little bit unwise to do. He should stay there and already be capturing other location. But no, these guys are just gonna have some talking right now about the strategy that they're gonna use. Ryuteshi and Fin now together. Dev Solo watching the situation. Bad Bob in the middle of the zone, trying to deal with the situation. And of course, the Op 4 forces will want to go and secure Charlie. They're not gonna want to let it slip through their fingers. Serrano without weapons. Wow, that's brave. That's very, very brave. And well, let's watch his movement. Where he's at? Well, at Delta East. He doesn't have weapons, but he's still managing to capture a zone for his team. Very brave of him. Charlie, meanwhile, being taken back. Mr. Jake disconnected as well, and that means, yeah, 5 players for the Op4 army and 7 players for the Blue 4. Big advantage. And they should turn this battle around in a matter of minutes right now. They have such a big advantage. They are all sticking to Charlie for now, but surely they will want to go forward. Charlie has been captured. Also, Mr. Hit, I don't know where he's at. He's almost at Echo right now. Yeah, it's Echo. So, yeah, they should definitely go and try to do something about the situation. At last, capture Delta. They have done it for like 5 times already. It's endless. It's endless fight. Another big death. Don't know who was that who managed to kill the truck. But yeah, Colonel Krivak now where is at Delta East. Of course he wants to capture the location, as well as other guys. Where is Death Soul? At Echo! He's taking away Echo, and that is a big achievement. If you take Echo, well, that's game over, and that could happen. He's very close to Echo location, and if he manages to stay here for enough time, well, that's game over, and that will mean quick end for the Blue 4 forces, and, well, a loss for the Op4 army, who are now in a big disadvantage, as I told you, but hey, they are still playing, they are still in it, and they should play their hardest. So Death Soul overwatching and Echo being slowly but surely taken away, and now all Op4 forces should be quickly moving back to Echo, and let's watch if they are doing that. Well, we have Serrano and Carlos very far away, Hit also far away, Clip also far away, nobody at Echo, only Death Soul and Bad Bob, and that is the other side. So yeah, they'll take it, they'll definitely take it, and that will mean end of this game. Let's watch Death Soul, who is now safely inside the mill, waiting for the game to end. And yeah, it was a good game indeed. It was very stalemating until the very end, until, well, many players for the Op4 forces have left. So yeah, Blue 4 take the first game. Good game indeed. I'm gonna see you all guys next time with another of their battles.